Hello, it's Jimmy at O'Reilly's Mobile Mechanics. We're looking at a Ford Transit. This one is a Mark 7. So this vehicle's got a strange problem where he's intermittently losing power and he's got these lights on. Skid control and ABS. I've got my foot on the clutch there. If I release the clutch then the revs should drop down. Okay. It's done 151,000 miles. So we've got a scan on it there. In the power control module we've got a glow plug fault, but in the ABS system itself you can see there's no faults in it. So let's just click on there, go inside just to confirm that it says there's no faults there. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in a position where you can actually see the screen because for some reason there's a lot of glare. Come on, wait for it to load. Oh, so now a code has come up, which wasn't there before. Well, it wasn't listed. Got C1B02 return pump. So if we escape and we go into the instrument, see now it says there's no fault there again. Go into the instrument control panel. Read what codes are in here. It's just going to send that crazy for a minute. Just see what codes we got in here. CAN control network circuit and software incompatibility with the anti-lock brake system control module. Got these codes here for that. P1796 00EC and U0315 81A8. So I'll come out of the diagnostic menu and I'm going to go into the service menu. I mean, it just seems to me like it's lost its compatibility for some reason. Chassis is going to be on. Let's put the brake in. That's the only option there anyway. So calibration of the electronic stability program. Let's try that. Now we've already tried clearing the codes, but it doesn't work. Variant and VIN number. Steering angle sensor. We're going to try the steering angle sensor first. This test can only be carried out when the vehicle is stationary. Make sure it's on flat ground. Make sure the steering wheel is set to a straight ahead position. So we've got the steering wheel as straight as possible there. Now we're going to press OK. Switch the ignition to on. Yes, it is. I think if I hold it up like that, you can see the screen a little bit better. Ensure that the correct module is installed. That's a strange one. I'm going to try it one more time, just in case it's just having some sort of a bad day there for some reason. No, it's unsuccessful again. So I've now clicked on the variant and VIN learning procedure there. Sorry, I just forgot to press record before I clicked on that. So it's clearing the codes, reading the codes, establishing communication. It just seems to me like there isn't an actual fault here. It's just for some reason or another it's lost its coding. Switch ignition to off. Okay. So that doesn't look like it's done anything either. Let's just check that. Nope. So we've tried this one and we've tried that one. Reset the pressure sensor offset. Switch the ignition to on, yes. This routine can be used to clear the pressure sensor offset, which is either when the hydraulic unit alone or unit alone are replaced. So it's the ABS module I think it's referring to. Okay, switch the ignition to off. Okay. Now let's see. We might have to go back and clear the codes now. Okay, this is on. Let's turn it off. Okay, we've got another one there is calibrate the longitude acceleration sensor. We're going to do that as well. So it's for vehicles with electronic stability program. Let's see if that works. Just going to calibrate all of these items really before we go out. Now all of those are done, I'm going to go back to the diagnostic menu and try and reset all of these codes. Instrument cluster there has got the 2 faults on it. So just down there, I've got the ABS module off. I try and have a look around the wheels and around the wiring to see if I can find any issues. But up here, rubbing on this, if you can see that green stuff, I found this wire here, which is completely corroded away. Now, I don't know if this is for that, because I haven't got the diagram for this, but it's going to need fixing, so we're going to fix that and see if the problem goes away. So I'm just joining a new piece of wire on here with some heat shrink. So we've got some heat shrink now on that there. It's just repaired for now. So before I reattached that wire, I was looking on the live data here at the ABS system, and this had a reading of -3. Sorry, it's gone out. Now we've got a reading back on there. Got no codes in the instrument control panel now. ABS braking system. Let's go in there and check that now. So we've got no codes here now either. And this is in, sorry, let me just get that to clear up. The screen's gone a bit blurry. We are now in the anti-lock braking system. So all of the faults now have disappeared from the diagnostics. So let's go back. Let's see if these lights disappear. So that also had those 2 amber lights, and it also had the red brake warning light down there as well. That's it. Faults have gone. So I'd imagine that's a very, very common problem, because where that wire runs over the top of that, all of these 4 transits are going to be designed exactly the same like that. So I'm sure that issue would be very common for this sort of fault here. So that's it. We are finished on this one. It's all fixed, and I got a happy customer. So see you in the next video.